and then yes. Good. Good. All right, cool. Let me just pull up the chats again. Where's the game? There's the game. Okay. I need to move that like over here, I think. That's probably, yeah, 'cause now I can see the chat. Just move over here. Okay. I'm just gonna do an endless run to start. Who do I want to play though? Who haven't I played before? I don't think I've played Watame before. I'll just do default Watame. I think that's the default. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I'm just gonna do an endless run. Yeah, I'll just do an endless in level 1. Oh. Oh, wait, okay. I'm understanding how her attacks work. What is that? I don't... Okay. I do want this. I also didn't get to finish my game with Pekora, and I got a lot of coins on that run. So I might do a run with Pekora. Okay, I'll take the Owl Dagger, because I want to get the Plague. I need to know what that disco ball is. Like, okay, it's this. Watame Night Fever. All healing is increased. All healing is increased by 7.5% per character level. Every 15 seconds, heal 25% HP and increase speed by 40% for 10 seconds. That's pretty cracked, actually. Okay. Borderline, nothing wrong. All nearby targets receive a debuff where they take damage equal to 85% of any healing received by that target. What? I'll take it, because it's not like there's any reason not to take it, but like, I don't understand. Why am I healing from a target? Increased haste too, so, you know, why not? Have a nice day. 75% of any healing is shared to all nearby targets. Any heal amount is stored on targets, and if the total heal amount is greater than their Current HP, the target is saved? Sure. Oh, but that's gonna bite me in the ass later, isn't it? Ah, that's actually okay. Sure. Okay, I'm just gonna start leveling up my weapon because I want to see what its awakening is. Okay, I'm gonna keep up with this then. What's that? Nothing of value. Okay, all healing is increased. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Oh, perfect. Play the harp twice. Okay, that's good. This could work really well with nurse horns, I think. I don't know what it means. What the difference between like saving and. Okay, I'm just gonna take that so then I can. Nurse horns, there it is. Okay, that's gonna do really good with this, with the healing thing. Increased damage, yes. Oh, great, more owl dagger stuff. What's this? Sure. I'll just take it so I can use them to level up more stuff later. Researcher's coat. Okay, so it does. Even when they're saved, it gives me levels. I'm super curious to know if that like changes how the something else like saving enemies. I've never heard of that in this game. 100% weapon. Okay. Okay. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Let's do more of that. Again, I'll just take it for now, and then I'll find something better later, because this is... Oh, there's something good. Okay, I'm gonna upgrade that. And then I'm gonna immediately swap this and strengthen it. And then upgrade that. Oh, healing. Oh, that must like apply to the nurse horns then. Wait, okay. That must be what it means by healing received by that target. I'll do more owl dagger. Sure, I'll take the researcher's code again. I need blacksmith gear. That's what I need right now. Blacksmith gear and curse. I'm getting a lot of stuff for the owl dagger, but it's not gonna mean anything if I don't find curse. There it is. I have them both now, so I can afford to start upgrading other stuff. Ooh. Yes. Blacksmith gear, yes, finally. Okay. We're good now. Blacksmith, I think now all I really need to get is the glasses, and I'm set for items. Okay, so now I'm reaching the part where the Watame healing stuff is not helping all that much. Because every time I hit, I heal a bit. But when I heal, they heal. Which is fine for now, but later on, when it gets to like... things with really high HP that I'm probably not going to be able to... Yeah. Hopefully, Curse might actually help with that a bit. I'm very curious to see how this is going to go when the Yagos show up. First time chatter, hello. I can only see half your name because my screen is blocking the other screen, but hi. Just finish up the glasses. Oh wait, you're gonna take forever to beat because I keep healing you every time I like hit you. Is that the healing lady? Yeah, Watame. It is. Oh, actually it ended up kind of working. Yeah, it's not that bad, but I feel like as I get further into the game, it's gonna get harder. Yeah, I'll take this so I can get the big axe. She does a bunch of stuff that all kind of like, she heals, when she heals, the enemies around her also heal, but if they heal more than their max HP, they just leave. There we go. It seems, yeah, it is fair, but like, once it reaches the point where the enemies have like really high HP and healing, because now every time I hit them, they'll also heal, so it takes longer to kill them. So when it gets to like the end of the game and all the enemies have super high HP, then they don't die as fast, and they'll probably kill me before I can kill them. I'll do this one. Used to play it a lot. I picked it up like a few months ago, like just before summer started, and I'm really liking it. So yeah, it's just a good like time killing game, honestly. Hope they add more items based on the VTubers. Yeah, I also hope they add like the newer generation of them, or the like some of the more recent. Yeah, not just yeah. Some of them are random. But there's a lot of the like. A lot of them are just like general idle items, like the fan beam and like music notes. And that can just be kind of like, ha, see, they're anime women. We make items just around the fact that they're anime women and not based on like their actual characters. Yeah, there is a male Hololive. It's called Hollow Stars, and I do want to see them add that. But I don't know if they will because Hollow Stars doesn't get like nearly as much attention, even from Hololive themselves. Like they, it's kind of sad actually. Yeah, I mean, most of them seem happy with working there, but it would be nice if they got like the same kind of attention. I think recently things have gotten a bit better for them though, so that's something. Oh, why? Okay, that's why I can't move. I'm just gonna start. Oh, I need to enchant stuff. That's what I need to do. I'm gonna upgrade. If you haven't watched them, I would suggest going and seeing some of them, because they're really fun dudes. Could it be fun if there's a game with all the VTubers in it? Yeah, it would be really nice. I mean, it'll probably end up being this game. If any game is going to include them, it'll be this one. Even if it's like 20k subs. I mean, oh, you mean just like general VTubers or like specifically Hololive? Because I can definitely see someone making a game like that, but it would take a lot because like general. Okay, yeah, that makes sense, but I feel like at the same time there's a lot of VTubers out there. That like, but I guess then they could be constantly getting added. But there's like a lot of VTubers, even like that have 20k subs. There's a lot of them. No, I want to keep this. I'll just do this one. But you are right, that would be cool. And the fact that it subs means YouTube, I guess that's true. But that also like leaves out a lot of the big ones. Like then that leaves out like a lot of the most popular ones right now, like Bao and like Fillion. I think really only corporate VTubers go stream on YouTube. I mean, like, and me, but I'm also multi-streaming, and also I don't count. That's why YouTube should sponsor you to, like, advertise for more VTubers to be on YouTube. That's so fair. Especially because Twitch, like, apparently hates VTubers or something. I don't know. There was something going around a while ago about Twitch just, like, really dicking over all their VTubers. Or maybe that's just Twitch just dicking people over in general and it wasn't specifically VTubers. I don't remember. There's been so much going on. You just returned a few days ago. You missed probably a lot. I don't remember. Okay, and now should be able to get the big axe. There we go. Do I have these enchanted? Missed a whole lot? Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, there's so much. It's happening all the time. Everywhere. There's no corner of the internet you can go to that doesn't have some kind of major controversy going on. Oh yeah, yeah. People, streamers are changing all the time. Shit just went down with, like, Cinder, which I have no idea if you know about. Yeah. Yeah, man, the internet is changing way faster than I can keep up with these days. I say these days as if I'm, like, old, but I'm not. Yeah, strengthen this. Yeah, the Cinder, that sucked so much. The entire month of April was just horrible for VTubers in general. I think there were like 5 graduations in that month alone, or around then. Sharky, yeah, but at least she's back. She gets to be with the detective and the green lady again. That's nice. I'm happy to see that they're all together again. I have not watched many of her streams lately, though, so maybe I should start keeping up with that. I think they were just playing Elden Ring earlier. I'd like to try streaming that myself, but I also think my computer would explode if I tried to do that. I'm honestly not sure if my computer can even run Elden Ring. I bought it, I've yet to play it. You don't watch them either? Yeah, I feel like I'm somehow a fan of them, but I very rarely am ever actually watching streams. Yeah, I think it's mostly through clips that I watch them. You like watching less viewed streamers? Well, I guess that's me. That's me, I guess. That explains why you're here. Yep, yeah. I feel like if I have to watch, if I'm gonna watch a live stream, it's always gonna be like while I'm doing something else. Usually that something else is playing games, but then at the same time, like I want to be able to hear the game. So then I just end up not watching streams. This for a big VTuber, yeah. Man, I feel like if I wasn't healing these guys every time I hit them, they would all be dead by now. You're more engaged? Yeah, yeah. I get what you mean. Because, like, we're literally in the middle of a conversation right now. Okay, here we go. Where is she? Oh, there she is. Yeah, this one's gonna take a while to kill. Oh, man. Yeah, none of them are really getting saved. So, like, the whole healing thing is kind of just biting me in the ass now. What was that? Oh, there we go. Find it more fun to talk with the streamer than just watching? Yeah, I understand that. That's pretty fair. There was some time ago that I was in like some Discord servers with for small creators, like before I started streaming myself, and it is nice to be able to like interact with them, not in like a parasocial way, but just in like a, you know, you're actually getting some kind of tactile response going, and that's just kind of nice. I don't want to fade out. Oh, I can just sell this, I guess. Huh. Okay, what do I want to go for next with weapons? Maybe I do... Okay. I'll take the ball. Yeah, the disliking being mentioned, that doesn't make sense to me. I never get that. Like, they said your name. Woohoo. They're gonna forget it in 5 seconds. Or maybe they don't, but, like, it doesn't matter if they don't. Like, they're not... They don't know you. You don't know them. I mean, not that, like, not that that applies to, like, smaller streamers either. But, like... Yeah, exactly. Woohoo, you spent like $20 to get your name said. Now what? Yeah. Like, at the very least, with a smaller streamer, like, you're still not gonna know them, but, like, you'll be able to have some kind of a conversation. There will be some kind of back and forth, and that's more engaging. Yeah, okay, that's what I want. I think that honestly that applies to this for the like. Hold on, wait, what? Yeah, exactly. Like I don't give my Discord out on stream. If I followed like this. Incredible segue. But yeah, it's exactly like that. It's like we're not becoming bros or anything, but a conversation is happening, and and that itself is nice. Accidentally left the app. That just show up on my... Yeah, that just appeared on my phone. Thank you. Your showmanship, no! Honestly, I've, like, decreased my showmanship when it comes to streams. I appreciate the effort, though. But, like, because I multi-stream. I stream on Twitch and on YouTube at the same time. And what I did for a while was I would have, like, really nice thumbnails and like clever titles and all that, but I got burnt out so fast having to like prepare a thumbnail every time I wanted to stream, which then just made me not want to stream anymore. Like I want to be able to do it like on a whim, so that's what I'm doing now. I just feel like playing this and just throw on stream. Sometimes showmanship is just too much effort for me. Not that anyone watching on Twitch would notice. I need the cutting board. Like 1 or 2 consistent intro cards. Yeah, no, I have that. I have like a loading screen type thing to like throw up before when the stream begins, and like when I'm ending it, and like when I'm off having like a break or something. Because that I don't have to like prepare for that. It's just in my OBS all the time. But having to make an entirely new thumbnail every time I decide I want to stream something, or prepare for streams like a week in advance. I probably should do that if I get like big enough. If it reaches a point where like, okay, now there's an audience that are expecting a level of quality, then yeah, I'll start doing that. But right now, I'm just doing this for fun myself. I don't need to be throwing in, you know, all this time to prepare thumbnails every single time I want to stream like Gex or something. Like it's Gex. It doesn't, it's Gex. You post stream on the pro. Yeah, that's why. Well, I stream on YouTube, so I don't have to upload the VOD. It's just there already. Like YouTube is, generally speaking, a worse platform to stream on, but it does save my VOD. Yeah, I can go back in later and do all that, but I don't want to do that beforehand. It kills all my motivation. But yes, you're right. I can go in later and do it. I've only been doing that for like the past few days, so, and already it's made it way more enjoyable. So sometime later I can do that, but for now, I'm just playing my anime girl game. It also kind of depends on how long the series is. Like, if I want to... It feels bland is what it is. It feels like... No, I get exactly what you mean. Unless it's like... They make other different content and their streaming seems like it's a side thing. Then, when that happens, then I almost prefer it to be more like... plain and bare bones. Because it's not their main thing. It feels more like... I don't know. It feels more like intimate, I guess. Like you're watching someone that generally does other kind of content, and then they go live. And that's kind of what I want to do, but I might make a separate channel for that, because I don't want it to be connected to this one. I might make a separate channel where I do different stuff, and then sometimes I'll stream on that one as like a different persona. But generally when I stream, I'm on this account. Well, I say generally, I only ever stream on this account. I've never streamed anywhere else. Like Smithy, yeah, I don't watch them, but yeah, I think so. They're the person from Jacob Alpharad, I think. I guess I would say more like Jaden Animation, since her main thing is animating, but also she's on YouTube. Or she's on Twitch, so she doesn't need to like do thumbnails and stuff. I'm honestly, when I'm trying to think of some, I can only really think of like smaller creators that I followed like during the pandemic. That like they did more like creative type content, like voiceover stuff, comic dubs, like stuff completely unrelated to gaming to a degree. But like then sometimes they would stream, and when that happened it would just be like no thumbnail, a fun little stream layout, but it was clearly just like a hey guys, I'm playing Pokemon, come watch me play Pokemon kind of thing. Which is enjoyable, but for different reasons. Like that at that point, for me, they didn't. My COVID subscribers, they didn't like become like. They didn't become mainstream. They just retired. They just stopped. And now I'm sad. All of them left us. Actually, no. There was some. There was CDogVA, who I watched before. Like, he was still popular is the thing, though. Like, CDogVA was still pretty popular when I found him. It was just before he became mainstream. Like, before he started streaming, pretty much. When he was still just doing, like, anime voiceover videos. Like, I paid all these people to voice my voice hentai. That's the kind of stuff he was doing at the time. Now he's like a very popular streamer, which I'm super happy about, that he's so like so much of a mainstream streamer. But like, I wouldn't say I watched him before he was cool. I just watched him before everybody else. Well, not everybody else, but like I watched him before he hit the super mainstream range, which is not impressive at all because there were thousands of other people that also watched him at that time. One of those people was Technoblade. Yeah, that's rough. Didn't his dad find like a new video that he had recorded before he died that never got uploaded? I feel like I heard something about that. Here's Aaron his 50k sub. See, I didn't. I'm kind of upset because I didn't watch him before he died. That, like, ever really, because he was like, I hadn't really been watching Minecraft YouTubers for a long time at that point. But I was still pretty damn upset when he died. because I still, like, knew who he was very well. The 100 YouTubers thing, yeah. I didn't know what the video was. I just knew there was something. Okay, I think I'm fast enough I can outrun the Yagos when they show up. We're watching him, yeah, it's nice to reminisce about this stuff, but it's also really sad to think about it'll never happen again. Like, you know, at least my COVID, you know, the people I followed during COVID, they still, like, they come back every now and then and update us on what's going on. They're like, well, I plan to come back to do something, it's just not going to be what I did before. And that's, like, a little bit upsetting, because I found a lot of comfort in what they did before, but also, you know, at least they'll be back. And at this point, I follow them more for who they are and not what they make. Okay, here we go. He's remembered. Yeah, that is really important. That everyone remembers him. And Etika is another example of that. Like, I still think about Etika sometimes. I think Etika was like the first time, like, an internet personality that I knew of really, like, well, that died. And I think that was the case for a lot of people too, because it didn't happen super often. I mean, it still doesn't. Just, I guess now there's some more notable examples. I'm still upset Etika never got to see Sans in Super Smash Bros. There's a part of me that genuinely believes if somehow Etika had found out Sans was gonna be in Smash, he might have waited a little bit. Yeah. It's always sad. But it happens. And someday it's gonna start happening a lot. You know? A lot of the big OGs are getting older. I mean, Matt Pat retired, but he's still, like, around. Crit up. That's gonna be important, I think. I think that it's more important than this. Yeah, it's not happening yet, but someday. I think... I think Jacksepticeye is next. Or not next necessarily, but I think he's, like, reaching the point of, like... preparing to retire, because he just seems like his heart's not really in it anymore. Or maybe it is in it and he's just, like, you know, not trying to I'm trying to figure out my words and not die here. I think he's just doing what he wants at this point. And someday, whenever he wants to, like, well, not be doing this anymore, he'll stop. Not that he's not making a big deal out of it, just, like, now he's not, like, putting too much effort into his... More effort than he has to. Because he's already, like, one of the most known names on the internet. I think he knows, like, kids these days are not going to be finding out about him. You know, Markiplier hit, like, a different kind of mainstream success that, like, Jack probably won't also hit. But I also think he doesn't really care about that. He's just getting older. But MatPat just started doing side quests. He's in politics now. He's doing musicals of anime. I have a revive. Can I just not? I mean, I either die and have to restart, or I can keep going and get more stuff. Yeah, MatPat only meant he's retiring from game theory. He is still doing tons of stuff. He's arguably doing more now than he did before. He's show up and beat the beginning boss. What would the beginning boss of YouTube be? What would that be in MatPat's case? Is he just gonna start a new channel, like a variety channel, completely unrelated to game theory? Just for his own shit. And everybody's gonna start following it because it's MatPat, and he's immediately gonna get all the play buttons. That's probably what it would be. Come on. Yeah, he's just gonna make a new channel, but for himself. Okay, speed increase is probably the most important thing right now. I just need to be able to outrun these things. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Whoa, game. Okay. Submit score. Sure, I'll submit. Yeah, still not very high on that leaderboard, huh? Oh, too fast? I mean, you're not supposed to be able to beat those, is the thing. That's just like the, okay, you finished the main part. You finished the part that we programmed, now we're just gonna send our Yagos after you. Okay. The red one? What's the red what? 40 minutes. I don't think I've seen that. Huh. I don't think I've seen that. I might have to find that out. I don't think I've done any of the hard stages yet, so I'm gonna start doing those. a different thing at 40 minutes. I don't think I've done that. I don't think I've seen that yet. So, but before I do that, I wanna shut up, viewer bot. Okay. Ooh, I haven't beat these as Mume. Interesting. I'm gonna do that. Is this endless mode? Wait, is this endless mode? I don't remember. Well, I guess I'll find out. I think it might be. I think this is endless mode. Okay. It's always so, like, grueling getting back to the beginning of the game after, like, getting so far. Because it feels so slow. It's a little, I just want to get faster. I just want to be fast now. Maybe not, dude. I have no idea. I've never gotten to 40 minutes. I don't think. Maybe I have. I don't remember either. Okay, I need to upgrade my thing to be home to get like homing shots. Different. There might be, or maybe it must be. Why did auto mod blank out Schizo? There's some weird things that have been like flagged by automod during my streams in the past. I'm pretty sure the word woman was flagged once. Like there was some wild automod flags like a few months ago. Okay, I want curse. It's so based. It doesn't. Automod doesn't want chat spreading misinformation and making people think women are real. Oh. There's a ring here. A ring of cool penguin dudes. Maybe automod is actually cooking. They just might be. Twitch doesn't do a lot of good things, but that might be something Twitch has done right. Man, that's gonna be on the internet forever. Clip that. You said it first, not me. Clip of chat. Time to abandon this account. Yup, time to make that new account I mentioned earlier. The VOD is dead. The account is dead. Time to come back as Komori65. Yeah, that's actually what the number means. I've actually had 63 other accounts before this one, but I kept having to change because I was too racist. I want civilization. Final boss. Yeah, man, I just keep adding another number to my account and nobody notices. It's actually insane that people haven't picked up on this. I've been around for so long. I'm more uncancelable than Mr. Beast. And that dude, like, should be, like... I mean, I guess he just has enough money. We've actually reached the point where a YouTuber can be rich enough to avoid consequences. That's insane. That is true, but are they, like... bad controversies? That's a genuine question, by the way, because I don't really know them. Know the controversies they've had. Yeah, because I feel like some controversies are allowed to just, you know, not ruin someone's entire career. Like, I don't know of anything really bad Ludwig or Moist Critical did. But also, there could very well be something that I just don't know about. I do remember someone mentioning, like, trying to cancel Moist Critical because he reviewed the movie Cuties on Netflix, which is, like, a really gross movie in certain ways, but he started watching it and couldn't finish it and said, like, yeah, this movie's super, like, weird, don't watch it. But then people were like, so you watched it then, so that means... Oh, I've seen the clip of Charlie pulling out a gun. That was sick, though. That was super based and real of him. I don't want a potato. That was that was pretty real and based of him, honestly. Oh wait, I don't have nurse horns. Oh shit. Oh no. Oh no. I thought he's a teacher? Damn. That is pretty based. Okay, it's over. I think it's early enough for me to... It's early enough for me to be able to rebuild the stock on this. It's also... I'm so confused right now. I'm so confused on what you're trying to say to me right now. Oh, that he's teaching about guns when he did that clip. He said, this isn't a clip, this is a mag. I remember that. Yes, okay, that makes so much more sense. Yeah. I thought for a second, like, yeah, he's also teaching. I was so confused. Because I know there are some, like, streamers that are also, like, teachers. we're teaching something. So like, I wouldn't be like too surprised. I just didn't know, or wouldn't have known. Ah! Why am I so slow? Who do I have to shoot? I genuinely might clip that thing I said earlier. I genuinely might clip myself saying that, because that was actually pretty funny. I don't usually make clips, but I might have to do it this time. Well, it'll end up on TikTok and YouTube, and it'll probably perform like way better on YouTube than on TikTok, because I got like one particularly successful clip on both, and after that, not very well. But also like, I don't make clips very often, so that's probably why the algorithm just screws me, because I don't upload clips often. No. Ah, okay. How long has this been going for? A little over an hour. I'm going to go take a bit of a break. I'm going to throw up my loading screen, and I'm going to eat something because I'm kind of hungry. And then I'll be back in probably like 20 minutes maybe. I don't know. I'm not going to say how long I'm going to be back. It'll be before I'm back, because I don't really know. Wait a minute. Who is this that has arrived in YouTube chat right as I'm about to go take a break? Who is this poorly timed individual? That is so unfortunate for you. Somebody just popped up in my YouTube chat saying, "Hee, I have arrived," immediately when I'm talking about taking a break from the stream. Just some random people, yeah. Yeah, anyway, I'll be back. Yeah, I know who you are, man. I know who you are. Okay, we're back. Hold on, let me pull up chat again. God, where's chat? Where's chat? Where's chat? There's chat. Okay. I went and I had a little bit of a snack, and then I took a 10-minute nap, kind of. It wasn't really a nap because I didn't fall asleep. Oh, friend A is playing Deltarune. Fucking finally. Hold on, I'm actually gonna... God, Discord, work, please. Discord. 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 All right. All right, let's go. Let's keep going. All right, this time I'm gonna play Mori. her site is covering her name. That's crazy. Sleepy Mori. Oh, I've only cleared the first one as her. I guess I'll go to the second one. I'm realizing I've not heard the music for most of this game because I usually have the music off because I'm usually playing it while watching other things. So I've not heard pretty much any of the music other than the first level. Actually, I don't think I've heard any of the music other than the first level and like the title screen, of course, but... Death. Oh wait, no, I have heard this one. I guess I just forgot. Hold on. There we go. I just messaged friend A on Discord just saying Delta Rune because he's playing Delta Rune now. I was fully planning on, like, when I came back to stream, just doing the Asgore hitting deaths with a truck song. But I decided against it, because I didn't want to. Ugh. Oh god. Maybe I shouldn't have gone and laid down immediately after eating like a bowl of chips. Because now my chest hurty. I might just maybe do like 1 or 2 more rounds, counting this one, and then probably get off. That's still like maybe 20 to 40 minutes. Ooh. Increase HP by 2. Okay. But it's a permanent increase, so that's nice. Yes, I need more of that. Well, not more than. I can't get more, but I need that. God, what am I talking about? My brain is starting to fall apart. It does this every time I stream. Or maybe I just notice it more because I'm saying it out loud. Yeah. Ugh. Oh, hey, yeah, I'm back. I've been back for like 20 minutes. Not 20 minutes, 10 minutes, sorry. Yeah, Mori. I really like Mori. Yeah, I've been back for a little bit now. What day is it? Is it? YouTube is echoing. Oh, why? Right, you're in both of my chats for some reason. That's an interesting thing that you're doing. Yeah. I got stuck. So 3 of you was watching? Okay, is that why my view count mysteriously went up while I was away? Which makes no sense, like, realistically. Yeah, go ahead. You are under no obligation to be here. You are not. I'd be doing this regardless. It's one of your most favorite game, and you should be here till it ends. Well, I respect the passion. Go get your coffee. Yeah. Okay. Ooh, nice. Something that I actually need. I need to get Owl Dagger. Oh, dude. Okay, now I just need the Owl Dagger, and then I can get Plague. God, sometimes it feels like every character in this game can be kind of cracked, but at the same time, like, eventually it's very much stops feeling that way. Cutting board. I think I'm getting that. Yeah, I'm gonna get the cutting board. Though it's not going to be the most effective considering how boing boing Mori is. What is this? Increases attack size and knockback effects of weapons by 30%. Also increases pickup range by 100 and max HP, but okay. They're closed? Wait, is it? It's like 11 p.m. here. I'm assuming it's also night where you are. So what are you doing getting coffee? I need Owl Dagger pretty soon because I don't want to have to merge the cutting board and curse. Assume it's nice, but actually 11 a.m. Okay, so that's a whole 12-hour time difference. What is a coffee shop doing closed at 11 a.m.? Ball. Okay, yes, that's, I think, what I need. But I also need Owl Dagger. What is anything doing closed? What? It's 11 a.m. Why is anything closed? Everything should be open by 11 a.m. I feel. Where's the owl dagger? Instant coffee, like coffee in a can? That's still like... No, even worse. Regardless, coffee in a plastic. Oh, coffee. Okay, that makes sense. Coffee powder. No, I think that's like not uncommon. Hold on. That's not really uncommon, like here either. No, not really. I mean, maybe it sounds, maybe the way you're describing it sounds like, I mean, it's not like we can't buy coffee from like a coffee shop or like a Starbucks or whatever. But like, if you go to the grocery store, you can just get like a big ass container of powder for coffee and you put it in a coffee maker. I don't know. I don't drink coffee, so I'm not like... Starbucks here is for the rich. I don't go to Starbucks, so... Like, powder... Coffee powder isn't uncommon. Also, I feel like coffee in a can is way worse than coffee, like powdered coffee. Because, like, if it's powder, at least you're, like, making it and, like, you're drinking it after it's made. If it's in a can, then, like, that's just kind of been sitting around for who knows how long on a shelf. In liquid form, and that just bothers me when it comes to coffee for some reason. I don't need this. Oh, owl dagger. Wait, I already had that. I just needed to level it up. I could have gotten an axe. Yeah, no, Starbucks is just expensive in general. I don't know the conversion rate between our currencies, but like Starbucks... I mean, everything's expensive now. Everything's expensive now in North America. Everything, everywhere, forever. Thanks to someone, somewhere, who I'm not gonna name, but someone decided to start making everything way more expensive than it needs to be. I mean, technically it started with Reagan. Everything started with Ronald Reagan, but somebody just made it way worse, and I'm not going to mention who it was, but $3 for a Starbucks. Okay, so that yeah, that's about accurate. Maybe, actually, you know what? No, that sounds cheap. Honestly. $3 for a Starbucks? I feel like it's higher. Usually. At least where I am. Because I'm not in America. But... I don't need this. Yeah. Everything is expensive now because somebody fucked up. And now We all have to suffer for it. And source of Jollibee. Yes, I'm well aware of that. My sister very much really likes Jollibee. Yeah. Man. The economy, am I right? I mean, how am I supposed to buy a Calliope Mori boob mouse pad when McDonald's is like $40? If I want to get 2 burger and fries at McDonald's, it's like $40. How do I do that and then also buy my Calliope Mori boob mouse pad? I can't. You know what that means? I can't eat. Switch countries? I can't really do that. That's expensive, and with what job? I'm not employed. I'm a student. I don't make money. I lose money. That's what we do. 2 burgers and fries here is less than $9 from McDonald's, dude. No. No. It's not. It's not the case here. Three times, yeah. No, it's bad. It's really bad. Like, I'm including tax when I say that, but still, like, without tax, that's probably still like $30 maybe. It's a lot. Like, it's not viable. A generation? Yeah, no, we're not, like, we're not gonna last. It's $9 with tax? Dude! Oh, like the... Right, you guys... most places include tax in the price. Forgot about that. Yeah, no. Here, they lie to us. They tell us, like, oh, something is only, like... Did they say it costs $2? No, they lie to us here. They tell us something costs $2, it's actually like $4. Because tax. We only get to find out while we're paying. Yeah, like, it won't say it anywhere, we have to do the math ourselves. But I think the reason that they do that, though, is because the tax is, like, calculated based on the final, like, total price of all of the items you're getting, rather than each individual item. That might be why. I don't know. I'm not in sales. I've never done retail. So that probably has something to do with it. But still, we don't get to know until literally while we're paying. And then if we can't afford it, we just have to awkwardly tell the cashier, like, sorry, I can't afford this. It should total in the same cost. Well, that's the thing. It doesn't... The tax isn't, like, a set price. It's a set percentage. It's, I think... It's 13% of whatever the price is. So it's not like, oh, we always add, like, $2. No, it's not the same thing. Because if you're adding 13% of everything, that's different onto everything. That's different than the total. I think so. Hold on. I might be wrong. I might be stupid. Hold on. I might be stupid. Hold on. I'm just going to do like a little... Okay. So there's that. As opposed to... No, stop. No, I think that's different. Yeah, no, it's not the same. Oh, wait, no, sorry. That says 31, not 13. Okay. And then... Okay, wait. Okay, no, you're sorry. You're correct. Well, what I mean is, like, you are correct. Sorry, it is the same regardless. If just for some reason in my head I thought, like, okay, if we're adding 13% to every individual item, it would, and then adding those up, it's different than adding each individual item and then adding 13%. But that is wrong. And I'm stupid. So yeah, there's absolutely no reason that we shouldn't be including the tax in the price tag. And yeah, we only find out while we're paying, and it's super embarrassing when it's like too much. There are some like independent stores. Like there's a secondhand game store that I use for buying older games, and like if you pay with cash, then you just straight up don't have to pay tax. I don't know why. For some reason you just don't, as long as you're paying in cash, which is nice. The unfortunate thing is I don't usually have cash. Because the company has like a function of calculation. I don't know. I don't know. Nothing I can do about it. I'm an anime boy playing video games on the internet. What am I gonna do? I'm not even American, so like America's kind of the ones that are controlling all this. Get cooked by tax? I already am. I already am. I can't play the new Donkey Kong game. I'm stuck with Donkey Kong 64, which is somehow cheaper. Like, it's such a weird world we're living in right now, where if you want it, like, collecting retro games is cheaper than buying new games. Well, here's the thing, like, I think you have to charge tax, usually. Like, they charge tax if you're paying with a card, like a credit card or a debit card. But if you're paying in like actual bills, then you don't. I don't know why. Like, tax isn't just like a thing where like the store decides to sell you with tax. I'm pretty sure it's like a thing they have to do for government reasons. Let's say the game is $5. Okay, so it's Lego Star Wars for the DS. Because that's the only game that you could buy for $5. Then the tax is 0.65, yes. But like, what game is going to be $5 other than Lego Star Wars on the DS? Nothing. Most games are like... If they're used, maybe they'll be like $40 at least. They could be like $300 if it's a really rare game, and if it's a new game, those are $80 here. Actually, no, sorry, they just upped it, so it's over $100 for new games here. I believe it's like $110 retail for new games here. What the fuck kind of $5 games are you buying? Because for the past, like, 5 years... the past, like, 5 years, in America, games were $60, and here they were $80. Now, they've raised the price, so in America it's $80, and here it's $110. Terraria, Minecraft... no, I'm pretty sure those are more expensive here. I feel like I remember Terraria being, like, maybe $15 when I bought it, but I don't remember. It's been a long time since I bought either of those games. But they definitely weren't $5. But even then, like, you're not buying those at, like, a used game store. Terraria was $8. I don't... It definitely wasn't $8 here. I think it was, like, $15, maybe. And that was, like, 10 years ago when I bought it. You know what? Maybe I should check the Steam page. Just to, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna check the Steam page for Terraria. It is $13. But like, games, like, nothing costs that cheap anymore, especially if it's new. $9.99 here. Fucking lucky bitch. There's Hatsune Miku Project Diva, $55. Sonic Frontiers, $80. Sonic Origins, $41. That's oddly specific. Hoonie Pop. It's porn. This is just straight up porn. $26. Milky Way Space Orgasm is $25. What has the world come to? Miku Diva's $34 here? Dude, if it was $34 here as like base, I probably would pick that up on sale. $34? That's the price it would be on sale, maybe. It'd probably still be a bit higher than that. Like... Oh my god, wait, everything is maxed. Okay, so I'm gonna enchant this because cooldown might be helpful. I'm just gonna upgrade this. Oh wait, there's a wait a minute. There's totally golden, yeah, there's totally a golden anvil around that I just didn't use because I wanted to get up different stuff. Yeah, everything is cheaper for you. Be grateful. There it is. This. Yes. Dude, Hello Kitty Island Adventure is like $50, and I've had that on my wish list for like a year now. There it is. Oh, wait. But yeah. Do it. There we go. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Are you gonna check Hello Kitty Island Adventure? Because I genuinely really want to get it, but like, it's just so expensive. And like, it was barely on sale during the Steam Summer Sale. Like, the Steam Summer Sale was genuinely like not a good sale this year. Or maybe it's just because none of the games I wanted to get were, like, particularly marked down. I still got some games. Hatsune Miku is at $33. Damn it, dude. In my country, it's 40. I believe so. I mean, I can definitely imagine it being different based on the game as well. But like, oh wait, okay. How much is the Nintendo Switch 2 where you are? I need to know this. Okay, there we go. I need to know how much the Nintendo Switch 2 is for you. Had its official launch in the Philippines, the Nintendo Switch 2 was Okay, that doesn't tell me anything. I don't know the conversion rate on that. I'm not doing math here, buddy. You got to do it for me. I'm streamer. You do what your streamer says. 560. Okay. And that's for the base, not with Mario Kart World? That's for base? Roughly $700. Last I checked, it was about 700, maybe 650. But you know, apparently Nintendo, the sales have been like really dropping over the past few weeks since launch. This is the brand new, yeah, this is the new one. Yeah. Apparently the sales have been dropping a lot over the past few weeks. Like really sharp decrease. And last time this happened was to the 3DS, and they dropped the price on that, which famously they never do. So they might drop the price on the Switch too if sales go down enough. And I think they will, because I think everybody that wants a Switch 2 and is willing to pay that much for it has already bought it. I'm gonna do a bit of Hololive Jump King. But yeah, no, the Switch 2 is like absurdly expensive here. And games are about $110. Not just for the Switch 2. That's going to be the standard pretty soon. It's $40 for you. You can gift it for $35. Dude, I'm not going to make you spend $35 for Hatsune Miku. I don't even particularly want it that badly. I mean, I like Miku. But, like, not enough to spend that much money on it, and not enough to make someone else spend that much money on it. I'm still not spending $35 on it, is the thing. So, regardless of whether or not you do it, I don't want to spend that much money on Hatsune Miku Project Diva. Especially since I did just spend quite a bit of money on the Steam Summer Sale. I got, like, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Elden Ring. This is profit. Time to make a company. I'm pretty sure... Well, here's the thing that people can do is just straight up make, like, different accounts for different places. Like, from, different regions. Like, you could make a, like, Japanese account. It's probably illegal. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm pretty sure it's some form of fraud. Probably. New business idea. Crime. I don't know how to play Jump King, in case you can't tell. I've never played Jump King. I don't have Jump King. This is the closest I have, and I'm not good at it. We're cooking it with fraud. Yep. This is it, guys. Video game Breaking Bad. Instead of crack, we're doing video game bank fraud. that was something that people did do once at some point though, is like, I think some people still do it, is they just make accounts that are like Japanese Nintendo eShop account. Usually they just do this to get games that were never made available here. Like for like any Nintendo Switch Online games that, like Mother 3 is a great example. But I just bought that like fan translation for the Game Boy Advance to play on my DS. But some people just do that. Personally, I would use it to get Yokai Watch 4 because that never released here and it's never going to release here. You're shocked at the price difference, dude. Like, I'm so desensitized by now. I feel like I have this conversation all the time, specifically on stream. I feel like this is maybe the third time I've talked about video game prices on stream. I might be making the Breaking Bads of video games, not just once but 3 times. Not the let's commit video game bank fraud, but like the, hey, video games are really expensive here. Nintendo might... I actually had a conversation about this before Nintendo announced the Nintendo Switch 2 price on stream. And I planned to make an entire, like... I planned to, like, turn it into a... I was going to say clip, but it would take up an entire video. It was like 20 minutes of me talking about, like, what constitutes a video game remake or a remaster, and what should the prices be, and is Nintendo overcharging us? And then like a week later, Nintendo announced the price of the Nintendo Switch and that video games would be going up. And I was like, well, all of this is outdated now. I can't use any of this because none of it's relevant anymore. Because now the conversation isn't, hey, video games shouldn't be $80 or $60 in America. That's too high. Now it's like, man, please keep it at $60 US because at least we could afford that. Like, I was managing paying $80 for games here. $100? That's just too much. And for them not to even be on the game card anymore, sometimes. I know there's a lot of misinformation spread around that, but still, like, the fact that that's gonna be a commonplace thing really bothers me. Evo cost them $40 here and $33 here. Means that they overpriced it. I think there's probably some kind of reasoning for it. Like, but the fact that it's digital price, there should not be a reason. There definitely they should be 1-to-1 conversion rates. Honestly, if it's digital, it can't be exactly. It can't be the import price because it's digital. If it was for physical copies, sure, I could believe that. But it's all because of it's all Steam's storefront page. Maybe there are other factors into it, like maybe different people get different cuts of the game depending on where it's being sold. So, you know, Sega has to price it higher. But that's giving them the benefit of the doubt, which at this point I'm not willing to do. After, you know, everything happening in the game economy these days. Any of can you buy a game? If you buy a game from Steam, do they charge you? No, they charge tax. They charge tax. Everything is taxed. That's the thing. They like there is no do you have to pay tax? You always have to pay tax. That video game store I mentioned before was a rare exception. And even then, if you're paying with your credit card, you do pay tax. The question isn't do you pay tax, it's will they tell you what the tax is beforehand? And it's usually no, they won't. So, yeah, all the prices I gave before, that's without tax. There will always be an added 13% on all of those. And of course, you know, the higher the price, the more that 13% is. So, you know, the $700 Nintendo Switch 2, that's probably going to be somewhere more in the realm of $750, maybe even higher. Subtotal and total. Yeah, our subtotal is never going to be the same as the subtotal with tax. Man, how many times are my stream discussions gonna turn into the economic state of the world? It happens every time. It happens every single time. I don't know how this keeps happening. Maybe it just shows how much that it pisses me off that I do keep bringing it up. Dude. Just, come on, crony, come on. Come on, crony. I think, I don't remember. I think it might, hold on. Let me see what it is right now at, like, Best Buy. Nintendo Switch. Okay. Yeah. So it's $700 with Mario Kart 2 or Mario Kart World, sorry. Nintendo Switch 2 base is $630. A Pro controller is $110. Donkey Kong Bonanza is $100. So, yeah. So if I'm getting it with the if I'm getting it with Mario Kart World, it's roughly $800. Like you said it's $791, that I would round that up to $800. That's like it's the same. But I'm also probably not going to get it with Mario Kart World because I don't really care about Mario Kart World. If I'm going to get the Switch 2, I'll probably end up getting it when Pokemon Legends ZA comes out. And, you know, hopefully they do, like, a bundle with that. That I could, like... And also, hopefully by then the prices dropped. Because that could be the direction they go. Because clearly things are not panning out the way they wanted it to. Finally. Shit. Like, third parties are not happy about their low sales because of the game keycards. Nintendo probably doesn't want to get rid of the game keycards, so they're probably going to drop the price of the console. No, shut the fuck up. It's not $16 there. Dude, I couldn't get a crappy third-party controller for $16. Are you shitting me? Okay, maybe I'm done. Maybe I'm done. Yeah. Yeah, no, so I could not get... Dude, I couldn't get any controller for $10. I could not get any kind of controller for $10. Man. Alright. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed. This has been really fun, but I need to sleep. So I'll probably stream again in the next couple days. So maybe you can drop by then if you wish, but you have no obligation to. But yeah, I'm calling it a night. Ugh. Thank you for being here. Yes, we'll continue this discussion about late stage capitalism again next time. Farewell. Actually, hold on. I need to see something. I want to see if I can raid, because there's somebody here this time. I can totally raid a stream. If it's a small enough streamer. Oh, there's somebody else playing Holocure. Somebody is in fact playing Holocure right now. Somebody with... Okay, yeah, there's somebody else playing Holocure. They've got like 8 viewers. Let's do it. Time to traumatize another one. Let's continue our conversation about the video game economy on there. Alright. I'm sending the raid. Go, my chatter.